Hi, welcome to Don's Workshop. Today I'm starting a new build. Starting this Technic build of this Audi RSQ e-tron with the remote control functionality. So I haven't built one of these yet. I wanted to see what it's like. This would have been one of the kind of sets I would have really enjoyed as a kid. Both Lego and it is remote control. So I'll see how this is gonna turn out, so let's get into this. That's comes with a medium size motor. I put one of these on my loop coaster. Yeah, a second medium size motor. Oh, a third medium-sized motor. The battery pack with the remote control functionality. So, so there's the instruction manual, and then we got two fairly large sticker sheets here. Okay, looks like I've got everything sorted here, so let's get started. And the start is with one of those medium motors that this set comes with. It does explain, now the three motors does explain why the set is like so expensive. I didn't realize it came with three motors, but I did get it on sale during the Amazon Prime days, so it was almost 50% off, I think. Okay, that goes in that way, right? So, oh, that's a clip. We're gonna put that clip on here. Not sure if it needs to be on a specific way, but get that on there. Well, that's a neat thing. Seen one of those before. Haven't had to make anything. Haven't made anything with the motors included yet either. So, and that goes on the bottom here. And we put these long blue pins in. And that goes on the top back here. Okay. Oh, we're hooking up a second motor here. Okay. And that snaps together like that. There we go. Two motors, okay. So we're supposed to, it's supposed to come around. I guess it thinks they're supposed to go beside each other, so I'm gonna put the, oh no, I'm gonna put the yellow clip on it, but I guess not. This long gray pin with the axle connector and this 1x1 tube. The long red axle pin. That is going to go down there. Oh, the yellow clip does go on it. Okay. Just an extra step, and then, oh, now we'll put the yellow clip on there. Okay. Now, is this facing up or down? I guess. Guess we're just gonna say it's facing up. I don't know if this is correct. It's hard to tell. So I'll put that on there if it has to change. It's just the other side. This axle connector on the long axle side. of that red axle goes in there, and that goes on the bottom one with the red axle in, and have two yellow half beams and 3 black pins. There we go. And then that brown axle. Okay, that's interesting. Put that in there, like so. That's for a gear, I'm assuming. And then this axle goes in, the short axle end goes into the motor. Okay, now a couple of these gray beams with holes on both sides. And 2 pins in each one. Okay, and that goes on the front through those. Kind of solidifying the motor in place there. And now we have 2 gears. One on the motor, one on this brown axle. Okay. And then looks like it's a 9 beam, but, or is it? What's the gray? Yeah, it's the gray 9 beam. Or, yeah, it's a 9 beam. Okay, and then put a 1x1 collar on first, or beam. Then that it's supposed to hold them all together, like so. Okay. Now, 4 long blue pins, just in each corner here. I'll put that on top, like so. Okay. And we have these 2 pink beams with these pins in here. And they are going to hold something in. Oh, I gotta put them on the pin side. And then we have 5 gray beam and then 2 pins on this beam with 7 beam with the holes on both sides. And then that's going to go on the blue pins. Okay, and that, oh, you flip it upside down, and you put that beige axle goes in there, I see, so there it goes, so like that. And then I put the black gear on the brown axle there. Oh, and we put a black whatever, a rack gear, and that goes in underneath there in the middle. Hopefully that's correct. And then we have this yellow gear. We're gonna hook the differential up to this. We are. Okay, now I gotta remember one of these gears goes on the bottom, And then 3 gears in the sides. And 1 gear goes on the top. Okay. And then 1 gear on the top. And the big guy goes on, snaps into place. And then I have to put it in like this, and we have the 2 ball joint connectors that we're gonna stick in there and line up, I guess. So there we go, they're in. Yeah, it's too bad I don't have the motor hooked up yet. And now we'll take these pieces here, put the half beam on. Okay, like that. Then we have 2 red ones, the red 3 beams with the axle connector on the one end. Put those 2 together, and then we're gonna hook the ends up like that. Okay, and those go on top here. Not sure what those are gonna do exactly, but they are not really holding anything in right at this point. Okay, an axle, or it's the 2 axle connectors in an axle, just like that. Then hook up that brown axle there. Okay. Okay, this is interesting here. Just doing this one time, right? And then the black 7 beam. The gray. Okay, that's going there. That goes there, and then I'm supposed to put. Wait a second. How is that gonna work? Oh, this goes in there. This goes here, this axle connector, and then the axle pin goes in there. Okay, and then now it's like this. And that hooks up to the side here. Okay, perfect. Okay, now we're doing the other side. It's the same deal. And get those connected. And that goes over here. And that's gonna go there. The beam going that way. The axle pin goes in there. Oh, wait a second. Oh, no, that's right. That goes in there. Okay. Oh, I see, those kind of sit on top like that. Another one of these. Put that pin there and the 2 pins on the side here. Oh, that's interesting. It's curved beam with the curved piece on it. And that goes on this side. Into the yellow piece and that beam. And same thing on the other side. One of these curved beams with the curved piece on it. I'm going to say it's on the same connection. Okay. One. Oh, I put that in the wrong way. Okay. This is supposed to be up. And you put that there. And then we have one of the long gray axles. And it's going into that piece on the bottom, that axle connection piece that's on the bottom there. And that's going to slide through probably. Oh, it says go all the way through. It's got to go through that axle, I think. Is that a corner axle? It is. Not sure how far through. Okay, and then I need these ball joint pieces. And there's 4 of them. Got to connect 2 of them together here. So it's one is going that. Okay, they are going kind of opposite each other. And we're going to hook the top one in to the ball joint connection. Oh. Ooh. Do I not have? Oh, I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? If it's a differential, so it is what it is. Should just be fine. I did it again. Okay, it goes on this side. And then the axle runs through that axle connection and that curved beam piece. If I can push that through. There it goes. Okay. And same deal with the ball joints. And just pop that in there. Now we're going to build the other side of these Oh, first. Okay, so that's this way. Yay, got it done right the first time. And an axle is going to go through there. Yellow axle. Okay. And now we take one of these. Oh no, that's supposed to go through the other way. Like that. This goes on the top here. I gotta make this, put the pins in this beam and pop that on there. So the axle goes through there, okay, like that. Okay, so now that goes on this side. and it goes through the red, that red beam there. Does it? Or does it go over the axle on the bottom? I think it goes over the axle on the bottom, so if I can get it to do that. Oh, I have it. Wait a second. Oh, I see. This is supposed to go on this side. I'm looking at the wrong side here. It's going to push this back through as well. And then that axle. Okay, that axle pushes through the top one there. Or it's supposed to. How am I supposed to do that? Oh, I see. Push that over here. Then push these in. Okay, we got those in. Okay, just pull this axle through. Okay, the axles have to be pushed all the way through so they don't get in the way while pushing those pins in, and then you can push, assume you can push that axle. Okay, the yellow axle goes through all, yeah. I pushed it through, I hope that's right. And then I think this gray axle is just gonna, okay. I did that too, okay. You gotta love the instructions that aren't like super clear. Like, is that the right thing to do? Okay. Yeah, it shows halfway and then you have to like get it out of the way. So, okay, and then you put that there and hook that up over here. And this beam goes on like that. Okay, and put it through like that. Oh yeah, it does show push the axle through that way. Okay. That gray axle has to kind of go all the way through there. And then that's at the bottom. Then you can push the pins in. To get that mounted. And then once it's in there, you can push the yellow axle through. And this gray axle as well. Yeah, it shows, okay, the gray axles is, now it's showing them. Oh, there's a bar. We're supposed to push this bar. Oh, okay, I see. Mount that on those blue pins and then you can push the gray axle all the way through. There, now it's hidden and secure. Okay, I guess we got these. Let's get these on here. And that one goes through there, and this one goes on the end. Okay. Then we have another one of those beams. Gonna mount it like so. The 1.5 pins and the black pin. Okay, and then we're flipping that around like that. And that's mounting into this side here, right? Okay, so this goes there. And those 3 pins go there. Is that right? Oh, no. Oh, I see. This pin is just half a pin and it's just kind of rests there. So now it's going to push there. Okay, so that's just kind of sitting like against it. Okay. That makes sense. Okay, so we have this side. We're going to mount this piece up here and there. Okay. And the other side here. Just pop that in there and pop this one in the end. Do the same thing here. Those pins and then this half pin. Black pin there. And then that. We pop that in there. Just like that. Same thing. Okay. And then what it should be is this other beam. Pop that on there. And that goes together like so. Now we take the 2 of these and we're gonna mount them to something. Oh, mounting them to a wheel hub. Okay. Guess I'm probably gonna have to do that to another wheel hub, but say 2 times? No, it didn't. Okay, it's in. We need a ball joint on that end. And then we hook that up too. So we're on that side. Hooking up to this side. And probably popping that right in there. Yeah. Popping that right down to those other ball joints. So there we go. Nice suspension piece there. The tie rods, push rods for the steering. And then a suspension piece. So we take this axle and run it through these axle connections here. Put that spring in there. And assume it's supposed to be like that, so it just kind of runs into there. Okay. Now put the other wheel on. Oh. Yep. There's that one, and get that one on. And then ball joint goes on the other side. And just pop that in there. And we know that's supposed to go like that. And the suspension, or the shock absorber. The shock absorber goes there. Okay, and now we take these half beams, put them on those half pins. There we go. We're supposed to mount some of these in here. And the gray ones. Are we gonna... Is it something to mount the... To mount those springs into? Okay. There we go. And, oh, 2 of those. How about that? And ball joints in the middle. Oh. Beams, okay, those go like this. And that mounts right in there. Like that, and then just push the pins through. I'm really hoping I got the gears right on that thing, so I'll have to try them out after I get this together here. And this axle runs in here, short end. It's another gear on top of that with this T. Oh, the T goes first. Oops. The T goes first. It's not hooked to anything yet. Now we're gonna mount this. Ball joints there, and that is going to, let me put these tie rods on here. And we're supposed to put the other ball joints. Why don't you just, could have just put both ball joints in, and it doesn't really matter which way it goes. When we put those in the first time, okay, those go, that's supposed to go underneath there, sit on the gear, and there we go. Just sit on the gear there, and put 2 black pins into that T. Okay. And then hook all that up with this beam. So now that's gonna just kind of sit underneath there. That's nice and tight. Okay, these black pins. Where does this beam go? Goes in the front. It's gonna be the 2 on the bottom and the 1 on the top. Okay, holds that in. And then we have this beam, 2 long. Oh, we're gonna put those through the suspension pieces. Okay, suspension pieces are the shocks. Push the shocks down and pop that on there. And then I'm guessing this other beam goes on the other side. Hook it all together. There, just like that. Well, that has been part 1 of my Audi RS e-tron build. So, got this built. I mean, gonna get the rear end of the car with the suspension, as well as the gear, the motors connected to both the, or maybe this is the front end, both the steering and the power for the wheels, I guess. Yeah, I guess this would be the front end because the steering is connected to these wheels. So anyway, if you'd like to see more, please subscribe. Thank you for watching and take it easy.